Magandang hapon mga kasining. This is Bianca Lustre, your host for this afternoon. Today, we welcome you to our live Artambay with the Kwento at Kulay Exhibitors. In this Artambay, you'll get to know our fellow kasining's joy, struggle, fulfillment, and other emotions that mix together in finishing an exhibit piece. We will get a glimpse of an artist's thoughts on how one can express and convey a message on a blank paper. As we listen to their stories, let's paint along with the exhibitors and see how a subject comes to life on paper. For those who are planning to paint along, you will find the reference photos in the PGW's Facebook page. And would like to thank Sir Eman for capturing those beautiful photos. So, let's welcome our dear exhibitors. Today with us, in non-particular order, so dear exhibitors, please turn on your cameras and show your beautiful faces to the people. In no particular order, let us welcome Miss Sarah, Sir Arnel, Sir Danny, Dr. Baby Grace, Sir Eman, Miss Gigi, Sir Gilbert, Miss Hemi, Miss Jacqueline, Jaira, Miss Joanne, the project head of this Kwento at Kulay exhibit, Miss Judy, Tina, Michael, Miss Michelle, Odette, Rochelle, Miss Tessa, and Miss Judy. We also have here Miss Dina. So I hope I did not miss anyone. So please say hi. Kumusta naman? Kwentuhan tayo. So again, hello. For those who will be painting along,
Hi.
find the reference photo on our Facebook page. Yan. Paint along with us. Okay. So kwentuhan na tayo. To start off, kumustahin muna natin ang ilan sa ating mga exhibitors. And also, there are lots of us here in Zoom, but not all of us will be doing the talking because honestly, it is so hard to paint and talk at the same time, talking from experience. So let's have first Miss Sarah, Sir Eman, and Sir Danny on the screen. And let's see. Kumusta na po ba? How is 2021 treating you? Or the other way around, how are you treating 2021? And do you have future plans specifically related to watercolor? Ano pong plans natin for 2021? So ladies first, Miss Sarah.
Hello everyone, magandang hapon. Actually last year, when I started 2020, my goal ako to paint 100 paintings for the year. Kasi nasad ako na the other year 2019 kulang. So ngayon, sad na naman ako kasi hindi ko na-hit yung 100 paintings ko. Kasi for me, it's so hard to paint at home na photo, ganyan. Parang mas sanay ako na lumalabas, plein air, live portrait, ganyan, mas enjoy ko siya. So this year, my goal is really to go out more, especially now then na ang thrust ng PGW is also to have plein air sessions every other month. So I really plan to make the most of every session to attend and to also meet other artists and yun, na talagang mag-paint more and go out this year.
So when you say 100 paintings, 100 complete paintings yon, and is there a minimum size? Because 100, so ibig sabihin, in every other 3 days, kailangan may isa kang finished painting, right?
Yung dati, oo, kasi kaya naman, kunyari, pag lumabas ka plein air, usually makakatatlo ka in a day, or at least dalawa, di ba? So, wala. This year, yun, mag-paint more.
That's a good challenge, ha? 100. Oh. Sinong sasabay dyan? 100 daw. 100 paintings a year.
Mr. Yeye kaya when we interviewed him before, di ba, he said nagka-goal siya before na 300, like one painting a day, so 300, di ba, 65, but he ended up painting at least 700, I think, that year. So, ang galing talaga. So,
Wow,
nakaka-inspire.
that's so inspiring. 100 paintings in a year. Let's check that out. Ako 100 portraits challenge eh. Pero those are small portraits lang, like 5 by 5. So maliit lang. Oh, what about Sir Emma naman? Thank you, Miss Sarah. Thank you. So what about Sir Emma? What are your plans for 2021 po? And how's 2021 so far?
So far, 2021 sa akin, okay naman ang pasok ng taon. Still busy with some of the things na been left with from the previous year. But because it's been very busy din last year. And this year, may mga working ako ng mga projects and commissions. So, I plan to finish that by this February so that I can continue working on my personal projects, microblogs, saka yung mga demonstrations. Um, mga ito. So, sa akin naman, wala akong per target na number of pieces. Pero
Mhm.
for major, major paintings, I plan at least mga 12 major paintings. When I say major paintings, studio quality type ng work na high
Exhibit.
quality.
Mhm.
Yung habang, naabot kasi siya usually ng 2 weeks to 3 weeks yung isang major painting. So, kung medyo may papasok pa akong ibang work or ibang line ng gagawin, baka kaya ko lang mag-produce ng yung mga top quality works ng 10 to 12 to siguro 15 in a year. Depending on the size din kasi. So, I still also plan on making small works kasi doon ka rin maaasa pag gawa mo ng mga plein air works, mga
Studies.
on the spot demonstrations. It has to come all together. Um, but more on this year, I really enjoyed, or I really plan to move on to microblogging and also yung as also part of being a vice president for the arts is to continue yung ating mission goal with PGW to help or to alleviate the level of yung knowledge with
Watercolor.
watercolor, especially in our country. And also, ito, to embrace camaraderie with our fellow PGW members din. So, yun yung plano ko. Wala akong specific number of pieces, but I still plan on continuing what I am doing here in PGW.
Thanks, Sir Eman. So parang na-imagine ko agad kung 12 major paintings, parang ang ganda nyo sa calendar, no? 1 month may isa ka. Parang, wow, nagawa ko yun last year, so it will serve as an inspiration again. So thank you so much, Sir Eman, and we will expect that from you as the VP for the arts. Thank you for inspiring us. Now, let's
Thank
have
you.
thank you, sir. Sir Danny. Sir Danny, kumusta po? What are your
Hello,
plans
magandang
po?
hapon.
Hi,
I'm
sir.
good.
Mhm. Ano pong plans natin for 2021?
Okay. So as for with Miss Sarah, they have their plans. Si Bro Eman. Then me also, ang plan ko talaga for this year is to continue on di ba, we have international exhibits and and competitions. So gusto kong i-level up yung sarili ko, i-challenge yung sarili ko to join, no? So kung ano man yung magiging kalalabasan, basta I have to explore more. Then as part of my may plan din is yung mga estudyante ko na may piling estudyante ako na gusto kong turuan, gusto kong ibuhos sa kanila kung ano yung pwede ko i-share para sila din mismo, kumbaga parang pay it forward, na sila yung tuturuan ko, then sila naman yung mag-explore hanggang sa marating din nila yung level na gusto nila.
Pass
So,
the
yun.
knowledge down kay Sir Danny, passing the knowledge down.
Yeah.
Oo nga, para yung mga next generation would fall in love din with this medium.
Yes.
It's all love.
Especially in watercolors.
Yes, watercolors. So parang nang hahawa tayo ng vision natin, no, Sir Danny, watercolor.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. So silipin natin yung ilan. And later, I will call on Miss Hemi naman and Tina to talk about their preferred materials. Pero for now, let us spotlight others kasi our dear exhibitors have set up their working place para masilip natin kung ano yung process nila. So, let us spotlight or see how they work. Saying hi also to those who are watching via Facebook Live. Good afternoon, everyone. We have here our dear President, Miss Pinky. Hello, Miss Pinky. Good afternoon. We also have Jao, Tessa, Le, Susan. Yan, si Miss Hemi nandito din. Okay. So, iba-iba, no? As you can see, nakita nyo kanina sa screen, iba-ibang setup, iba-ibang papers, iba-ibang sizes. And let's see later, finish or not finish, let's share kung ano yung matatapos natin in 1 hour. We all have our own technique, style, kung gaano tayo kabilis mag-paint. So excited din ako makita kung ano yung magiging output ng today's Artambay. Ayan. Now, to talk about materials naman. Laging tanong yan kapag nag-start ka sa watercolor because it is a very different medium from acrylic, oil, colored pencil, graphite. So let's have Miss Hemi and Tina on the screen. Can we spotlight both, please? So ang tanong naman natin for them is, meron ba kayong mga preferred materials? May favorite ba kayong materials? And meron ba kayong mga materials that you would want to try in the future? So let's start with Tina.
Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon po. So sa materials, I started with yung mga budget-friendly na brushes. So doon ako nag-start. I usually use round brushes.
Round brush.
So
Check.
hindi ako masyado nagamit ng mga flat brushes. Puro round brushes ako.
Okay.
So doon nag-start ako sa mga budget-friendly. But then I bought something na medyo mas pricey siya compare mo doon sa budget-friendly, which is na-in-love din ako kasi mas maganda siyang gamitin. Then, when it comes to painting, o yung mga paints naman, I started with, Holbein and Winsor & Newton. So, nag-upgrade ako ng unti. So, recently, I bought Daniel Smith.
Max. Daniel Smith.
So, which is, makikita mo naman yung difference from budget-friendly na watercolor kesa dun sa mga, syempre, mas upgraded, mas magandang klase. Then, yung sa paper naman, when it comes to paper, actually, na-in-love na ako sa Bauhaus. Hindi ko alam kung mag-change ba ako ng mind later on. Kung actually, try ko si Arches at saka yung iba pang papers like yung si Fabriano and Canson. Pero na-in-love talaga ako kay Bauhaus.
Bauhaus.
Yun yung madalas kong gagamit.
I also use that, Bauhaus. Dun sa mga nanonood, yung mga budget-friendly na art na round brush, ayan. 30 pesos. 30 pesos, ha? Where did I buy this? I believe
have that.
in Divisoria. Yeah, 30 pesos. Pero pag sinabi ni Tina na like,
So,
upgrade na, yan, naabot na ng
upgrade.
1,000 yan.
Yes.
Abot ng 1,000. Like this one, a gift to
So,
me.
syempre, hindi
Mga
naman
nasa-
ibig sabihin pag mahal, di ba? Kailangan bilhin mo kaagad yung mahal. Kung saan ka may in love na materials, yun muna yung gamitin mo. Then, try mo na lang mag-upgrade kung mas magugustuhan mo siya. So, depende pa rin
As
kung
you go,
saan ka.
Yes. Kasi ganun din usually ang tanong I'm on a budget, paano yan? Hindi ko afford yun. Ibig ba sabihin nun, hindi na ako magma-watercolor? No. Pwedeng practice nyo muna yung values nyo, yung color combination, brush stroke, composition, before you upgrade your materials. Diba? Thank you, Tina. You can paint now.
Thank you.
What about Miss Hemi? May favorite materials po ba kayo? Brushes, paint, paper?
Okay. Siguro, masasabi kong favorite yung when it comes to brushes. I became used with Raphael round brushes kasi siguro yun yung mga introduction ko kay Miss Iris, no? Kay Miss Iris Babaw, no? So, doon ako comfortable, Raphael brushes. Yung mga nib brushes also, I'm using them. Plus lately, dahil kay Beth, na natutunan kong gamitin yung mga Princeton. You know,
Wow.
yes, because she's been posting a lot of yung sa mga yung Princeton na nakita ko sa kanya. I tried them also. So I got used to them also. Pati yung mga triangle brushes, no, ayan. And then lately kay Sir Eman, he introduced yung angle brushes. Well, it's kinda hard talaga for me right now, pero inaaral ko yun, Sir Eman. So I'm getting used to it pa, no? And ayun ang mga usual na brushes na paborito kong gamitin. Or siguro hindi mo masabing paborito, rather yung you're very used to them. Yun, gamay mo, kumbaga. And then when it comes to watercolors, siguro dahil I was first introduced with Daniel Smith, so it's more on Daniel Smith. Then lately I've been using Mijello Mission. And of course, yes, yung Sennelier, and then of course the Holbein. I also have some few Winsor & Newton, and yun yung mga watercolors. But my first watercolor na nabili ko yung White Nights, which I use right now pagka nag-work study ako, at saka yung mga doodling. Ayan. Yun ang ginagamit ko.
Student grade, right, Miss Hemi? Yung White Knight. Student grade ba siya?
Sabi it's artist grade, pero I'm not very sure about its light fastness. Sabi nga pero okay din naman siya when it comes to, para sa akin na yung mga, anong tawag doon, yung mga pigments niya, very bright. Ayun. Pero usually pagka-exhibit, I usually use the Daniel Smith, yung Mijello, yung Holbein. Yung Holbein, of course, lang naman yun tube lang naman ang binibili ko, hindi naman yung biglaan na since 2017, nakaipon-ipon ako ng konti-konti, pero hindi naman bigla mong binibili yan, lang, hinay-hinay, pagka Anyway, with the yung mga paper, I was first introduced sa arches, so I'm really very comfortable with arches. But I was also introduced to me yung Sennelier, which I find very nice. So yung Sennelier paper, and of course yung na-try ko rin yung Magnani. It's parang Magnani. For me, dahil I'm more on florals. Parang para sa akin ang ganda niya pagdating sa florals, and of course, Baohong, I'm getting used with it also. Pagdating naman sa, I also tried B paper, if you know B paper, which is very, reasonable ang price niya, yung B paper.
Ayun. Kumusta po ang performance nun? B paper?
Para sa akin, it's really good. Ewan ko lang sa iba, but then, of course, nasa artist naman yon kung yung comfort niya at saka yung technique na magagawa niya dun sa paper. But for me, it's good. And of course, pagka sa doodling and watercolor study, I usually use yung Fabriano, yung Canson na we can usually buy sa national bookstores.
Ayun. 70 pesos, right?
Yes, right. Oo, yun. Pa-practice, maganda yun. Although, syempre, of course, you cannot achieve what you really wanted to achieve pagdating sa
Yes. There are limits. Madami na pa si Miss Hemi. Pwede kayo magtanong kay Miss Hemi kung ano.
Ay, hindi. Nagtatanong din naman ako. Honestly, nagtatanong din ako sa mga experts na, and then they give me their ideas, their experiences. So, I try. Ganun.
Yun. So, madami tayong pwedeng matry. And those are, I believe, available online or offline
yes.
stores. Pero if you want to stay home and stay safe, stay inside your own bubble, you can purchase those online. So, thank you so much, Miss Hemi. Parang na-excite din ako i-try yung mga binanggit nyong brands. Okay. So now, ayan, nakikita natin on screen, may mga progress na ang ibang artist, may kanya-kanyang style. We are free to choose kung ano pong reference photo ang gusto nating i-paint for today, okay? So pili lang kayo. Naka-post yung reference photos sa PGW Facebook page. Next. Thank you, Miss Hemi.
Welcome.
Ngayon that we've talked about materials, let's go about colors naman. Do we have favorite colors? May signature colors ba tayo? Or what colors are we using right now? And to answer that, let's have Miss Judy and Miss Michelle.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, good
Favorite-
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Miss Judy, ano pong ginagamit yung color ngayon?
Ang color ko ay opera pink
Opera pink?
at saka quinacridone pink.
With
Mimix ko
queen
something
pink.
sa quinacridone pink.
Quinacridone pink.
Yan ang para dito sa flower na parang gumamela. Is it gumamela, the solo one? Yeah. Yan ang favorite ko color for the gumamela. And then signature color, I like teal blue because the Udes,
Korea?
Korea, yeah.
Apo?
Siya, ano eh, kasi ang ganda ng labas, di ba? So, the color, very unique. And then, gusto ko mga pants ko or dresses ko, yun din ang kulay. But,
Mhm.
but you can, sometimes you can apply sa painting, sa mga leaves or sa mga konting accent ka nang pwede ilagay yung teal blue. Pero
Teal
for this,
blue.
teal blue, yeah. I like
May
the color.
specific brand ba yon, Miss Judy? May specific brand kayong
Yeah,
ginagamit?
before we use different brand like Sarah, yung Windsor and Newton, then we go to, sabi niya, mas maganda, and every workshop, puro ini-introduce yung Daniel Smith. So, Daniel Smith na ang ginagamit namin. Kasi, konti lang ang gamit mo, ano na eh, maganda yung color niya, lumalabas na. So, hindi sayang din, di ba? And then, hindi din siya, magastos. Maski na mahal isang tube. Magkano ba ito? 800. Some 1,000, di ba? Pero if it is on, this is 659. Pero kay Ethel, mura lang siya, may discount siya eh. So, you go to Ethel, mas cheaper than go to Art Bar. Naku, baka magalit sa Art Bar sa akin.
It's okay, Miss Judy. Sponsor naman natin sila, Miss E.
Yeah.
It's okay to promote them.
So,
So,
si Ethel,
Daniels.
cheaper siya. So, kung gusto nang bumili kay Ethel, mas mura. Advertise ako. Ethel,
So,
Miss Ethel, may free ako, may free.
Balik ni E. So, ayun.
Yeah, that's it.
Why I ask specific brand? Kasi later lang ako bumili ng Mijello Mission Gold din. Yung Queen Red niya is different from Holbein. Magkaiba yung tint nila. So, that's why I asked anong brand, meron bang brand na specific? Kasi may pagkakaiba din. Even the Manganese Blue Nova, magkaiba si Holbein at saka si Mijello Mission Gold. May konting pagkakaiba lang naman. Kasi these pigments, these paints are made of minerals, of kaya mahal. May mga colors na mas mahal. Mga cadmium, mahal yan. Mga amethyst, violet, yan, mahal yung mga yan. Kasi may semi-precious stones din talaga na particles na meron dun sa paint. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Judy. What about Miss Michelle?
Hi.
Hello.
Like Miss Judy, I also love teal blue. Okay, can you see
Teal blue.
this?
Wow.
Diba? I had a friend of mine paint this. This wasn't painted by me because back then I wasn't painting yet.
Mhm.
So I love teal blue and purple. But as for signature colors, I don't have any signature colors kasi parang I'm experimenting with a lot of things right now. Since 2018, I started painting 2018. If you look at my IG, I do a lot of things. I experiment. I try to see kung saan ako mag-fit. So as of now, I don't really know yet. So I'm still in the discovery stage. But for
fun
today,
process.
but I'm enjoying it kasi nga, masarap mag-learn, masarap mag-explore, 'di ba?
Yung iba kasi parang common na gusto nila may style na agad sila without even trying, 'di ba? Colors, styles. Parang nirarush nila yung sarili nila.
Actually, I think during the first few months of painting, ganun talaga. Kasi ganun din ako. Na-frustrate din ako back in 2018. Kasi parang nakikita ko yung ibang IG, parang very consistent. Lahat florals, lahat portraits, tapos yung style nila pare-pareho pero ang ganda kasi iba-ibang subject pero same style. So, parang kahit walang signature, alam mo kung sinong gumawa, 'di ba? Parang gano'n. Yeah. So, pero after a while, para kasing na-realize ko na I'm a learner. Hindi pa ako master. So, parang in-acknowledge ko yon and then I embraced it and then I just enjoyed the process. Kasi sabi ko, in the first place, the reason why I started watercoloring on a more frequent basis was because I felt good about it. Parang ang sarap pala magkaroon ng time for yourself. Pero sabi ko, and then parang why would I let myself get frustrated, 'di ba? Parang sinasayang mo lang yung benefits of painting. So, ayun. Now, for today, I'm painting the orange roses.
Yes.
So the paint that I'm using is mostly Shinhan.
Shinhan from Korea? Is that the one
Yes.
from Korea?
Yes. So they have like 3 lines, yung student, artist, and then the extra fine. So I'm using the extra fine line. The reason why I normally use Shinhan because sabi nga ni Tita Judy, 'di ba, mahal ang Daniel Smith. So, para kasing nung bumili ako nung time na to, parang sabi ko, wala pa akong karapatan to really indulge. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-research ako ng magandang quality pero mura.
Budget friendly.
Yes. And so far, maganda kasi yung review sa Shinhan na professional line kasi I think yung ibang lines medyo hindi ganun ka-pigmented. This one is very pigmented.
May dalawa akong nakita sa art bar. There is a PWC, the professional one nga.
Yes.
And a extra fine. I think mas mahal si extra fine. Oo.
Mas mahal si extra fine, pero mura pa rin siya compared sa Senelier or Daniel, di ba? Although my palette has a few Daniel Smith because of my friend. She let me squeeze from her tubes during one of our Artambays before. So, yun. Yun lang yung Daniel Smith ko. I have never bought Daniel Smith for myself. So, ayan. So for today, I'm using mostly cadmium red orange, cadmium red deep, and then I'm going to use some hooker's green. Diba? Usually pag leaves naman hooker's green and olive green. And then for the background, I might add some indigo or Payne's gray. Depende pa. Kung kaya ng time.
So a red, a green, and some neutral.
Yes.
Okay. So that's a very inspiring one din, sa mga beginners. Sa mga beginners sa watercolor, don't rush yourself. Hindi siya natututunan overnight unless you are so gifted, you are a savant na kaya nyong mag-pick up ng brush and then suddenly after a week you're a master already.
May ganon, di ba? Gifted
very
talaga.
Oo. But it comes with a price. Diba? So, enjoy nyo lang yung process, wag nyo i-rush na hanapin yung sarili nyong style. Huwag kayong magpadala sa popularity contest ng social media. Just enjoy the process. And this medium is supposed to be a therapy. This is supposed to be relaxing. So, yun lang. Thank you, Miss Michelle. We just have one. We have
questions.
Question. From Le. Madalas ko pong naririnig yung granulation ng mga pigments. May pwede po ba magbigay ng answer? What is it all about? I'll just share what I know. Pero yung iba dyan na mas maalam on the technical or more scientific explanation, Ito yung sagot ko, Le. Kapag sinabing granulating yung color, it means yung particles ng pigments ay bigger. That's why kapag in-apply mo siya, especially using wet-on-wet technique, kita mo maghihiwa-hiwalay talaga yung pigments. So meron ba tayo dyan gumagamit ng granulating colors? Usually, ang granulating colors ay ultramarine blue, sepia, madami ang Daniel Smith na granulating eh. If you would want to buy granulating colors, make sure to check the brand's website. For example, Winsor & Newton. Kung bibili kayo ng Winsor & Newton, check nyo yung Winsor & Newton na website. Makikita nyo doon ano yung colors na granulating. Or Holbein, may mga colors na granulating. So yun yung granulating. I'm not sure if kung may gumagamit sa atin ng granulating dyan para mapakita sa screen.
I will show.
Sino po iyon? Si Miss Odette. Ayun, pinapakita ni Miss Odette yung kanya. I think that is...
This is Rose of Ultramarine from
Rose
Daniel Smith.
Yan, Rose of Ultramarine from Daniel Smith. So that is a combination of quinacridone rose and ultramarine blue. And as I've said, yung ultramarine blue is granulating. Though, ano ba siya? Obvious ba sa screen? Pero ayun, if you can also ask Mr. Google, type niyo lang sa images granulating na watercolors, you'll see the effect. Pero yun yung simplest explanation that I can give you right now. Malalaki yung granules ng pigments. That's why very obvious sila kapag ginamit nyo on paper. We also have one from Hannah. Favorite yellows and blues to mix green for botanicals. So can I have Sir Eman here? Meron akong akin eh, pero Sir Eman is, I would consider an expert in florals and botanicals. So Sir Eman, can you please answer that? Nasaan si Sir Eman?
Hello, yes. What is the question again?
Favorite yellows and blue to mix green. Yun po yung question.
Actually, if you want to mix something that is from a blue towards green, nakadepende siya sa type ng yellow that you will use.
Mm-hmm.
The most important kasi na green that you can use is yung phenocyanin green. But if you don't have a phenocyanin green, maybe it's too bright for your taste. Ang yellow na excellent for mixing any kind of green from a huge range of blues like phenocyanin, ultramarine, and cobalt is yung Hansa yellow.
Hansa yellow.
Mm-hmm. With any kind of blue, you can produce with different varieties of yellow. So I'm going to show you yung color niya. If you want to experiment, this is the Hansa yellow medium from Daniel Smith. It's pigment yellow sa kanyang tube, nakalagay sa kanyang tube info. So if you have this kind of yellow, this is a very balanced kind of yellow, neither cool nor warm. It mixes excellent greens with any kind of blue that you have, like phenocyanin, ultramarine, cobalt, and also some greens. If you prefer to have a single yellow, na kaya dalhin ang blue colors towards the green end of the spectrum pag nag-mix kayo. But usually, most artists prefer having a phenocyanin green instead kasi green na yung tint niya eh. Para mix with any kind of yellow and orange para medyo tan yung kulay niya.
Maganda na talaga yung opo.
But if they only have blue and they want to invest on some kind of yellow, I suggest they try this one. This is very flexible. This is also available from Daniel Smith.
Sa yellow daw. So that is for... Wait, sino nga ba nagtanong? For Hannah. So yon, Hansa yellow, Hannah, is a very flexible yellow. Ako personally, I think it's a common problem, no? The green problem, what James Gurney calls the green problem. Parang ang hirap mag-mix ng green. Ang ginagawa ko naman dyan, I have my ready convenient mixed greens like sap green, hooker's green. Mimix ko na lang yan sa blue, sa violet, sa pink, even sa brown. So, siguro unsolicited advice din, experiment and make swatches para makita mo yung best for you din. Okay, so I hope that answers the question. We also have one from Kathleen. I'm a beginner using WK St. Petersburg. I want to upgrade, but I have limited budget. Should I buy an expensive but limited color or average price with more colors? Does anyone want to answer that? Ako personally, kung ako ang tatanungin, invest first on your paper. Tapos, okay lang yung limited color for me. Yung primary colors. Kasi I have seen artists na gumagamit ng 3 colors lang, as in red, yellow, and blue lang. For example, Windsor red, Windsor yellow, at isang blue. Madami na silang pwedeng i-paint with that. So, hintay lang ako if someone would like to answer that. Pero, I think...
Bianca, may I add?
Yes po. Is that Miss Jo?
Yes, I'm si Joanne. Sino nagtanong?
Si Kathleen po. Kathleen or
Kathleen. Yeah, Kathleen, I just recently also started watercolor 17 months ago. And I didn't know kung ano materials ang okay. But then I knew that having limited palette would limit me. Pero if you mix colors, you'll get to have wide range of color choices din naman. So for the first year, I only limited myself with 3 colors.
Yes.
Red, yellow, and blue. And as Bianca also said, no, paper is very important. Kasi kung gagamit ka lang ng ordinary paper, kahit na yung 200 grade na paper pero hindi siya talaga reliable, then iba yung effect niya. While as if you use good quality paper, ano siya talaga, lalabas yung colors. And kasi yung pag-spread ng kulay iba sa good quality paper. So important talaga to invest in good quality paints, pero kahit limited lang yung palette mo and paper.
Yes.
Yun lang. I hope it helps.
Thank you so much, Miss Joanne. You've heard it from the program head or project head of Kwento at Kulay exhibit. Thank you, Miss Joanne. So next, let's talk about inspiration. Okay, so can we have Miss Jacqueline, Miss Odette, and Sir Michael? And the question we have for them is, what inspires you to paint? So can we have Miss Jacqueline?
Hi, wait, do I have to show my face or I can just continue painting?
You can continue po. Sige po.
Okay. Wait, sige, I'll just show myself. Hi.
Yeah.
What inspires, how I started to paint is back in 2014 when I first had my son. I wanted a creative outlet. And you know, as a new mom, it's so overwhelming. So I wanted to have like some me time. And ever since I was a kid, I've been drawing and all, but I never really made it more serious. So when I started watercolor, I fell in love with it. I took this basic workshop back in 2014, and ever since then, I would actually paint like every night, and it made me happy. It made me, when the baby was asleep, I would paint, and so it's also very rewarding as well, seeing yourself improve over the years. You know, I was such a beginner back then, and then now I feel like I've gotten better or something. I mean, I think I've had some paintings that I've sold, so like I would never imagine anyone buying my paintings or something. And I've been, starting last year, I've been teaching some senior citizens how to paint. So it's also inspiring that even at their advanced years, they would still want to pursue painting. So
So
it's
inspiring.
something so rewarding to share the love of watercolor as well. And my inspirations, Eudes Korea for one. I'm so lucky to have been a student in his workshop when he went here. James Gurney also. That's the dream, like one day to actually attend one of his workshops in the US. Yeah, he's my inspiration. So many artists, even also here locally. Very nice to see watercolor has grown over the years, because back then I would have, materials back then weren't as available as now. Now you can just order in Lazada and all that. So I'm happy to be part of a community. I felt it was a little lonely back then, not knowing a lot of people who painted. So I'm happy to be part of this community and meet other artists as well.
Thank you so much, Miss Jacqueline. Now, can we have Odette? So, for Miss Odette naman, parang pang Miss Universe lang eh. How has PGW helped you with your watercolor journey?
So PGW has shared their platform to express my story, and then to um, share my love for watercolor. So the truth is, I've never really had the imagination or the expectation to join any clubs, but then I've seen God's hands within the people I've met all throughout my art journey, because I started with calligraphy, then I knew April San Pedro back then, and then she introduced me to clubs like Davao Pen Society, then Davao Watercolor Society. Then Davao Watercolor Society introduced me then to Philippine water to IWS Philippines, or
Right.
the Philippine Guild of Watercolorists. So also it was also my dream to paint, for the only reason that I couldn't afford paintings. So I was exposed to art back at when I was 6 years old. So from there I wanted to paint, and then just to just to provide our house with some paintings, because I know I couldn't afford them. So that was just a dream, and then I already forgot that because of a few priority changes. And I knew also that this endeavor is a very expensive one, but thanks thank you to thank
I
you
can
to
relate.
thank you to my friends that I knew in Davao. They led me to this platform,
Yeah.
that PGW.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Odette. Someone says hi to you. Elaine. Elaine says hi. Hello, Odette. Tapos kay Miss Jackie naman
Hi.
from Erica. Erica says, go, Jackie. So,
Hi,
yun.
Elaine.
Oh, from Miss
Hi,
Odette.
Erica.
Kaya mag-member na kayo sa PGW. Okay. And next, let's ask Sir Michael. Sir Michael, what
Hello.
inspires you to paint? What inspires you to paint, sir?
Well, actually, I'm a graduate of fine arts.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. I can
from
hear you.
USD. And I used to work as a photographer and a graphic artist. But my skills in traditional arts, hindi ko mabitiwan. Especially when I painted acrylics, oils, and even watercolor. So, noong 2018, sumali ako sa watercolor expo noong 2018. And nakilala ko si Ma'am Jinky po. I'm very thankful kay Ma'am Jinky for not about my skills but also for my parang belief in an artist and in a person in me. So malaking pasasalamat ko kay Ma'am Jinky, who's a former president. And yung what inspires me, kasi alam mo naman, Instagram addict kasi ako. So I made use of Instagram to show my talent. So guys, if you have pen and paper, just follow me, MBA Arts. Letter MBELLEZAARTS. And mahilig din po ako sa mga figures. Yung mga figure sketching, yung mga figure drawing. And also, I do a lot of watercolor sa yung mga simbahan po. Kasi I used to travel.
Oh, traveling. One thing that...
Yes po. And I love, and I used to take photos sa mga simbahan po, pati yung mga lugar sa iba't ibang probinsya na malapit sa Manila po.
Wow.
Ang struggles ko lang kasi since I am learning again sa arts is yung how to handle it with the watercolors. Pero syempre, sabi na isang great things start from small beginnings. So, ang ginawa ko lang, basta attend lang ako ng attend, at saka yung materials, hindi ko iniisip. Basta high quality ang materials na gagamitin ko. High quality materials ang gagamitin ko. And especially yung when it comes to paper, kailangan high quality din. Kasi yung ginamit ko na paper is from Germany po siya. From Germany. For 300 GS po.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir.
Tapos, yes, tingnan mo yung outcome, pero tuloy pa rin yung pag-watercolor ko. And I would like to say thank you kay Sir Eman. Thank you po sa dala mo ng watercolor sa akin. Siyempre, gagawin ko pa rin yun. Marami naman po kasi akong wala kasi akong gagawin po. So, thank you, GW, for having me part. And I will continue my journey sa watercolor painting kasi kasama ko po kayo.
Opo. So, yun. Thank you so much, Sir Michael. So, tuloy-tuloy lang, paint lang ng paint, practice lang tayo ng practice. Now, before we interview our last set, sila Sir Gilbert at Sir Arnel, meron pang isang question. Sasagutin ko muna, but maybe meron din gustong sumagot from Ferdy. Meron po bang way of estimating how much water is loaded in a brush? Madalas po kasi tinetesting ko pa sa scratch paper kung how much water is loaded in the brush. Thanks po. So, I had that problem once then before. Ngayon, one thing to note is the size of the brush. Siyempre, mas malaki yung belly, mas madami ang kayang i-load na brush, na water. And yung hair, kung natural yan, parang buhok ng tao, kapag nabasa, madaming nahihigop na water. Kapag synthetic, mas onte. Now, that's a good practice din yung ginagawa mo, ito-test mo sa scratch paper, okay lang din yon until you get to know your brush. Kung gusto mo namang itap or tanggalin yung excess water, use a tissue, tap it on a tissue or rag. Yun yung suggestion ko kasi naging problem ko rin yan before when I was beginning. So, hintay lang ako if meron pa, but gustong sumagot. But for now, let's have Sir Gilbert. Parang kanina pa tapos si Sir Gilbert eh. Mag-paint, nakita ko parang 30 minutes pa lang na, pero man si Sir Gilbert. Hello, sir. Ang ganda.
Hi, Bianca. Ulit.
Hi, sir. Napakaganda naman ng sir. So, ito po yung question ko sa inyo, sir.
Medyo nag-enjoy ako sa trabaho ko. At lalo na nakuha ko yung gusto ko sa sa
Sana all.
shorter period lang.
Sana po.
Yun lang
So,
naman sa akin pag mas nakuha ko mas maaga, mas happy ako sa resulta kaysa tagal kong ginawa at hindi na mukhang fresh or watercolor ang thinking.
So with that, sir, my follow-up question po is, how long does it usually take you po to finish a painting? Let's say that size. Ganun niyo po yan katagal ginawa ngayon?
Ito, tulad nito, shorter lang ito kasi mga still lifes,
Opo.
mas uncomplicated siya gawin, i-execute. 30 or 20 minutes, okay na.
Wow.
Pag figures at saka landscape siguro mas haba konti.
Opo.
Hanggang abot siguro ng 1 oras max.
So yun, 30 minutes lang for still life. I think parang kung ganun yung style mo nga naman, you can produce hundreds of paintings a year, I think.
Hindi naman, siguro 50 watercolors, 50 naman na acrylic siguro, ilang sculptures, ganun lang. At trabaho din sa alam nyo sa farm, marami tayong ginagawa sa buong taon. Happy na ako, mayroong akong 50 watercolors.
50 watercolors in a year. At ganun kagaganda. Thank you, Sir Gilbert. So 20 to 30 minutes for still life. Opo. And 1 hour for figures and landscape. Ayan. Yan. Be inspired with Sir Gilbert's work. Now we're looking at Sir Arnel naman. Hello, Sir Arnel. Wow, what a lovely combination. Ang ganda. Hi, Sir Arnel. Hello, sir. Can you hear us po?
Yes, hello.
Yun. So, kayo naman po, sir. How long does it take you po? Do you consider this 70% done, 80% done?
Parang with element of pressure siguro, I think it's done na siguro to. Ano lang, yung mga kadalasan kong subject kasi is seascapes, tapos portrait. Yung portrait, depende din kasi yun yung pinakamatagal kong gawin. Yung portrait kasi dapat ma-achieve mo yung likeness ba or yun yung pinakamahirap para sa akin. And for me naman kasi I'm still exploring kung ano pang makaya ko or like yung mga ganito may element of pressure. Mas maganda siya na i-challenge yung sarili na discover other subjects na pwede mong gawin na within shorter time siguro. Then hindi ko rin alam kasi I still have a lot to work on or explore and learn, so hindi ko pa masyadong recently yung mga online exhibit yung mga nagawa kong seascapes is mga around minimum 3 hours ganon. Tapos yung mga medyo detailed na talaga is mga inaabot ako ng 10 hours. So medyo mahirap siya. Kaya konti lang yung nagagawa ko actually in a year. Yun lang po.
So yun. Ayan, napakaganda. Iba't iba talaga. So seeing how our exhibitors here are painting, can we please show yung group view na makikita natin yung iba't ibang phases ng painting nila? We all have our own pace of painting, our own style, and it's just so good. It feels so good to be reminded of that, di ba? May kanya-kanya tayong bilis or technique, may kanya-kanya tayong colors and materials. We have our own inner struggles. We have our We have different inspirations. We have different stories to tell. So, ayan, kita nyo sa screen, may mga patapos na, may nagsisimula pa lang, mayroong nakapirma na, kanina pa, nagkakape na siguro. But, so good
We
to
have
be
question, Bianca, from the comments section in FB. From Maureen Severa.
Ayun, Maureen May. Oh, I know this. Hello, Maui. Any suggestion or tips sa loose painting for beginner? Hello daw to sa akin at kay Tina. So, sino po dito ang pwedeng, hindi ako expert sa loose painting eh. Can anyone answer that, please?
Miss Sarah.
Tips daw.
Tips, ano ba? I think you just really need courage kasi I think a lot of yung mga beginner watercolorists na na-meet ko, normally takot maglaro. I think yun lang talaga, you need courage to play and na magsayang ng papel, magsayang ng paint. Yun lang.
I can relate to that. Kasi nga kapag bibili ka ng mahal, matatakot kang aksayahin. That's why, I forgot sino yung nakausap ko, pero sabi nila, si Miss Beth. Sabi ni Miss Beth, ba't ganon? Mas maganda sa scratch paper. It's because you are braver eh. You feel free, walang commitment. So yun, magandang advice yun from Miss Sarah. So I hope we answered your question, Maui.
Pero I think also before you go into loose, kasi kailangan medyo may certain skill ka rin or background on drawing. So siguro maganda na mag-practice siya muna, sketching. Kasi pag alam mo na siya i-drawing, mas madali siyang i-simplify.
Right, okay.
Na mukhang ganun pa rin, di ba?
O yun daw muna, practice din muna tayo. Maui, practice tayo. Okay?
Bianca, may I add? Oo, sabi sa isang workshop namin with Lito Balaran, sabi niya, huwag matakot to paint. Sabi niya, madaming papel. So, paint lang. So, huwag daw matakot. So, basta madaming papel. Ang question, may pera bang pambili ng papel?
Yun lang.
Yun lang.
So, takot, no? Takot for what?
Can I add to that?
Yes, Sir Gilbert. Sure po.
Yung loose painting ay technique yan na na-achieve ng isang artist through the years. Hindi ibig sabihin na na-achieve mo na earlier sa yung journey ng watercolor painting. Kailangan yun yung skills na i-hone mo, i-develop mo, yung development ng visual language mo na pag-advance ng stage ng yung development sa visual language.
Yes po.
Susunod na yung loose painting. At saka, for beginners, para natin makuha yung loose painting na technique, dapat well thought out yung execution natin.
Right.
It doesn't mean na fast painting. Sabi kasi nila, if you want loose painting, just paint fast. Ay, hindi naman ganyan. Kailangan talaga well thought out yung painting mo. Kasi pag nakaplano lahat yung gagawin mo, it will end up a beautiful loose painting. Kasi kung paint na fast ka lang, fast na painting mo lang gagawin mo, painting fast ka lang, at walang plano, baka maging messy. Messy lang yung painting mo ang labas nun. So planuhin talaga. Kahit na yung timing ng tubig, yung moist ng papel mo,
yes.
pinag-aralan yan, planuhan yan.
Opo.
Para makuha mo yung gusto mong resulta ng painting. Yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So that brave, courage, practice, and plan. Combine that with your years of experience. Hopefully, yun, makapag-paint ng loose. So, ayan. For now, I think some of our artists ay tapos na. I can see it on my screen. Can we flash it na? Yan, pakita lang natin before we have Sir Eman for some closing remarks. Ayan, so you should be seeing on your screen different stages of painting. We let our exhibitors choose din kung anong ipipaint nila. So you are free din if you are painting along or watch now, paint later squad or the replay squad din. Yeah, please be inspired with what you see on the screen. So these are the Kwento at Kulay exhibitors. And if you want to see their works, please go ahead and visit www.phguildofwatercolorists.com, and you should see a link there to visit the visual gallery. At makikita nyo yung works ng bawat isa and the stories behind each painting. That's why we give it the title of Kwento at Kulay. Now, as we come to the end of this live Artambay, can we please have Sir Eman, the Vice President for the Arts, for some closing remarks? Hello, Sir Eman. Oh.
Just give me a moment. I'll just switch my camera.
Sure, sir. While waiting, again, I will repeat, please visit www.phguildofwatercolorists.com and visit our virtual gallery and see the beautiful paintings and be inspired. Thank you so much din sa mga nanonood via Facebook Live. I hope you're inspired by the stories of our exhibitors. Yan, Sir Eman is here. Let's hear from our VP for the Arts.
So I just want to thank everyone again who's watching right now, who's been with us in this live stream. Ano po? And for our participants as well, I congratulate sa ating mga Kwento and Kulay exhibitors. And I also thank the team who's behind this Artambay sessions and Art Cube Gallery for the exhibit. I want to also welcome you din po pala kasi this is just the first part of this Artambay session. So we still have another one on February 6. So same time slot from 3 p.m. until 4 p.m. And because, for those who have been watching, you can prepare na your materials ahead of time. So when the 3 o'clock starts, that is Saturday, you have your materials ready. You have everything you can paint along. And the references for the next session, it's already been given. You can just visit our page for more information. Now, my closing remarks is this: when it comes to watercolor, and as we have been discussing sa ating Artambay session, you don't have to pressure yourself with your output, or fuss about the materials that you have with you right now. What is important about painting, not just watercolor, is that you enjoy yourself in the process and you find happiness in yung ginagawa mo. The first duty or the first purpose of art for you is for yourself to be happy with what you are doing. You don't have to compare yourself with the others, their outcome, how fast they are doing, or how popular their works are now. With siyempre may mga following yan. Your goal should be about your happiness as a person, as an artist. It's the well-being of the person. And it comes naturally after that you will improve yourself through the process. You will be also helped in your way of as being an artist if you also have with you your friends and of course camaraderie of those persons who also love the same medium. For example, watercolor painting. That's why we have PGW for that. Again, that is just a reminder for those who have been being frustrated with their painting. Seems like they have no direction with what they are doing with their with their materials sitting right there. So that's just a reminder, no? It doesn't have to be the best that you can do right now. You just have to have consistency with what you are doing. So once again, I'd like to thank those who have been watching with us, for our participants in this Artambay session, and for Bianca for hosting this one, for being the host of this program. Thank you so much. See you next Saturday. God bless.
And thank you so much, Sir Eman. So we do hope that you had fun and been inspired by the different stories of our fellow Kasining's journey. Again, a reminder, let's do this one more time on February 6th, same time. See you mga Kasining.
Yay.